you, because they fight about one thing. This. Hey, one more thing is that you, as a young black woman, should never have to depend on a man, because when you do, if that person leaves you, it's not going to go well. You need to be able to fend for yourself. And the way it starts is with an education, because no one can take that away from you. When you become like a doctor, a lawyer, you're always in demand, a nurse. No one can take that away from you.
Whew, there we go. That's why I like to hear. That's why I like to hear. That's why I like to hear. All right, cool. So check this out. When you say never depend on the man, okay, just think about it. Y'all never even question her character. You don't even know that lady. You don't know if she's good to a man. You don't know if she's terrible to a man. The only reason why a woman should never depend on a man is if she knows she's terrible at character. Seriously, she's terrible at character and she don't know how to choose. That's why back in the day they used to set you up with somebody who was partly mentally up there, stably, and that's what they was thinking at the moment. Or somebody who had their wits together, something like that. Somebody with wisdom. They got all kind of men out there, right? Uh, but look, bro, you ain't even a part of my community, and you telling my women that they shouldn't depend on us. Okay, well, if you gonna say not to depend on us, you can say not depend on us financially. Finance. You shouldn't depend on the man financially. If y'all want to continue with don't depend on somebody, don't depend on them financially. All right? Because you just told my women that we ain't shit. And if I was in that courtroom and you said that, I would have had something to say to you. I would say something to you because you just devalue. You say especially because you're a black woman. Do you say that like they make the best decisions when it comes to dating? You make it like they made the best decisions when it comes to date. I know women who date men with mental issues. I sit up and I listen to these women talk. They dating men that don't like women. Are you hearing me? And it's the same woman I was trying to date. I'm gonna say that because it's the same woman I was trying to date, and they sitting up here dating men who don't like women. That's homosexual talk. They date men who like to beat on women. A woman told me she left a good man to go get with a nigga who whooping her ass. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're sitting up here, oh Lord. But anyway, the whole case is about this girl is on drugs, and she's doing stupid shit, smoking weed and shit like that, fucking up her school life. He did give us some good advice, but I just played you the part where it came to when he put me into it, when he put me into it, and all the good brothers into it. Now you got this girl gassed up. Thank you, sir. Now she gonna think that I'm terrible because I was born a man. Okay, cool. Who she gonna depend on? A woman? You know damn well you can't depend on a woman. If you could depend on a woman, you wouldn't be a judge right now. You'd be laid up on her couch. Am I right or am I wrong? Yeah, let's talk some real talk shit. Cause let's say you say she can't depend on no man, then she go over there with the women. Women talk to each other crazy all the time and get into very abusive relationships. I was watching the stud say she was in a relationship with women. Then she said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna go date the men because they don't treat me like how these women treat me. They give a fuck about it. You gave her the wrong advice. And if you was really concerned, whatever city you in, judge, this is what you would do. You should go to your city council, become a mayor or some shit like that, and implement a dating system, and you can put on with people who you fit since you're a judge that you can deem that should end up with her, and she should take your advice since you're her master now, right? But since I know you don't give a fuck about that girl like that, and I know you're not gonna do that, and you ain't gonna put no resources behind that, How about this? When it comes to dating wise, in my community, shut the fuck up. Straight up, facts. I want to hear that shit. I'm telling my women who don't depend on the man. Okay, then when she's an old bitch, who she gonna depend on when she old and decrepit? She can't depend on you because you ain't gonna do shit for her. I bet you 40 years down the line, she come across you, she needs some help. You gonna look at her crazy than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna help. But you said don't depend on no man. Yeah, and I'm one of them. That what you gonna say. Man,